So here's another example. This is sort of a double composition. I'm plugging cosine of tangent into sine. Of course, this is plugging tangent into cosine. And so what do? You start on the outside. We're going to start out here with sine, and we're just going to work our way down. And so you can write down f prime of x is the derivative of the outside, which is cosine. Plug in the inside, which is cosine of tangent of x. And then if it helps you, you can go ahead and write, we want to multiply by the derivative of cosine of the tangent of x. I'm just writing this down so I can keep track of what's up. So all I did was take the derivative of sine and say that that's cosine. I plug the inside into that, and then I recognize I've got to take the derivative of the inside, so I wrote that here. Now I'm going to do it again. So f prime of x is cosine of the cosine of tangent of x times the derivative of cosine of tangent. How does that go? Well, the derivative of cosine is minus sine, plug in tangent of x, right? The derivative of cosine is minus sine, plug in tangent, times the derivative of tangent, which you know is secant squared x. And so to clean this up, the only thing you can really do is put the minus out front. So you should write this as f prime of x is negative, here we go, cosine of the tangent of x times the sine of the tangent of x times secant squared x. And that's really all you can do to clean this problem up. All right, let's do one more and then we'll end this lecture series here. So number 9, example number 9, I want us to consider the function g of t equals t minus 2 over 2t plus 1 all to the 9th. And so hopefully you recognize that this is actually a generalized power rule. So you can go ahead and write that g prime of t is going to be 9, and then we need to make our parentheses bigger. It's going to be 9 t minus 2 over 2t plus 1 to the 8th times the derivative of the inside. So now I have to take the derivative of the inside. I'm going to use the quotient rule now. So the derivative of the top, you know, is just 1 times the bottom is a 2t plus 1. Okay, minus the top, t minus 2, times the derivative of the bottom, which is 2, all over 2t plus 1 squared. And so you can write this as 9 t minus 2 over 2t plus 1 all to the 8th times, okay, let's work this out. So 2t minus 2t, those actually cancel. And then you get 1 minus a minus 4, which is plus, so we get a 5, right? So this becomes a 5 over 2t plus 1 squared. Now, two things you can do, 5 and the 9, put those together. If you'll break up this parenthesis where it's this to the 8th over this to the 8th, then we can actually combine the bottom. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write this as 45 t minus 2 to the 8th. And then I have a 2t plus 1 to the 8th, 2t plus 1 to the 2 gives me a 2t plus 1 all to the 10th. And so this is what g prime of t works out to be. Okay, so that's all the examples that I have for you. I hope this has been helpful, and we'll talk soon in class. Ciao.